I like to respond to one of the points which former Finance Minister raised. And that was also raised by Honorable Member Tiruchi Siva, also raised by Honorable Member Saket Gokhale, and also raised by Raghunath Reddy from Telangana. No, from Andhra, sorry. Saying you have given a certain projection for direct tax collection, but having foregone 1 lakh crore in the name of the tax relief that we've given up to 12 lakh rupees salary or income. How is that number right? It's a question which has been asked, and I think it's a very important question for which answers should be given, sir. It's not a mistake, or we have not just deliberately just put a number. I'll explain how mine has been applied, and the Department of Revenue has really looked into the details and only then come with a number. And if anything, in the last 5 years, our budget estimates have been commented upon by many observers who say yours is a very conservative estimate. Even for them, I had just said then and now, ours is not conservative, it is realistic. We don't overestimate, we are realistic. So even this year, when we have given the number for revenue buoyancy, the number is realistic. And I'll tell you why, sir. Yeah.
Please.
I'll tell you.
John Brittashi, no comment, please. No. John Brittashi, no comment, please.
We'll answer it.
Please take your seat. Nothing is going on record. Nothing is going on.
Sir, taxes on income, sir, is a broad category. It includes individuals and tax-paying entities other than companies under the Income Tax Act of 1961. So it also includes securities transaction tax. But in the BE 2526, taxes on income, if you exclude security transaction tax, is estimated to at 13.60 lakh crore. This represents a growth of 13.1% over 24-25 RE, which implies a buoyancy of 1.30. Sir, if you were to look at the buoyancy, this buoyancy is lower than the average buoyancy of 1.74, which is obtained in the last 5 years, which ends in 23-24. If I were to take the 5 years ending 23-24, the buoyancy was 1.74. What we are now saying for this year is 1.30. And if I were to look at not 5 years past, but only 3 years past, the buoyancy was 1.94. So 3 years average 1.94, 5 years average 1.74, but what we are giving now is only 1.30. So there is no way in which we have done any calculation error, and therefore, even as I explained this, sir, that misunderstanding which, say, John Brittas would have in his mind, Honorable Member John Brittas would have in his mind, is, for instance, the effective tax rate across different categories of taxpayers for the year 22-23 is as follows, sir. Individuals was 12.2% effective tax rate. Corporation tax on companies, and when I say 22-23, it's 3 years after the 2019 reduction of corporate tax. Corporate tax on companies, the effective tax rate was still 23.2, lesser than 23.2, which is lesser than the individual tax rate. So we can go on saying we've given a bonanza to the companies, look what's happening. The effective tax rate on companies is 23.2. Together with this explanation, sir, on the tax, I also want to pick up on this one comment which the former finance minister made. He said, how the net tax to center can grow by 11.1% when government has given 1 lakh crore of tax concession. The same point which was mentioned in a different way. Sir, he also said, it seems pure magic. It is pure magic, not mathematics. I'm sorry, it is pure mathematics. It is pure mathematics that we have done what we have done, and I'll say why we have done that. The net tax revenue of the center is derived after deducting tax devolution to states from the gross tax revenue. The gross tax revenue for the year 25-26, the budget estimate, is estimated to grow by 10.8%. So the tax devolution to states in the RE of 24-25, the year in which we are still on, includes an additional tax devolution from the union government to the states, which is one-time tax devolution, of 12,764 crores on account of prior period adjustments which are required to be done. So if this adjustment amount is excluded, then the tax devolution to the states in the year 25-26, the forthcoming year, is 11.5%, higher than the RE 24-25. So what will be the net tax to center, sir? Meaning, what will be the amount which center will be retaining for itself, sir? Is only 10.4%. So the estimation is both, net to center is both realistic, and also it factors the interests of our states. So I would want to inform the former finance minister that it's not magic, it's pure mathematics. I've explained about these buoyancies, sir. There was this question about tax cuts benefit not only the middle class, but also the rich. Again, former finance minister said, oh, you have not just done for middle class, it's going to benefit even the rich. And that is a point on which Honorable Member John Brittas will also be keen to know, have I favored the rich? But I've answered one part of his question, sir, and I'll further answer through this response on the point that former finance minister raised. He said, therefore, your claim that you're only benefiting the middle class is not really completely correct, because it's the measures that you've taken is going to benefit the rich also. I'm sorry, he's wrong. Tax rates for different bands of income has also been reduced, which is a truth. But what does it benefit, and by how much does it benefit the middle class, as opposed to by how much does it benefit the higher income groups? I'll just give you a figure, sir. We are all aware that in this budget we've said up to 12 lakh rupees nil tax, which is 100% relief for those earning 12 lakhs or less, sir. 100%.
Please, no.
Then, I'll give
no intervention,
so
please.
Middle class, so up to 12 lakh, okay? Which was already mentioned, but I'll tell you later. 24 lakhs. Taxable income in proposed new regime, suppose it's 24 lakhs, sir. Total income tax is in the proposed new income tax for that group will be 3 lakh. The relief in comparison to the present regime is only 1,10,000 crores, 1,10,000, which is 26.82%, meaning SSC will be paying 26.82% lesser than the tax that he had paid earlier. So on that note, in that way, I'll explain what happens for 50 lakh. 9.24% is the SSC will be paying lesser by. The new tax regime coming in will make somebody who's earning 50 lakh to pay only 9.24 lesser than what he was paying earlier. What if he's earning 1 crore? He'll pay only 4.08% lesser than what he's paid. 100 crore, 0.037% only lesser than what he was paying earlier. 250 crores, 0.015% only lesser than what he was paying earlier. If it is 500 crores, sir, he pays 0.007% only lesser than what he is paying now. So have we benefited the rich, or is it for the middle class? 100% lesser you're paying, meaning you pay no tax, is better than 0.007% lesser than what you're paying earlier?
Please.
That's a good question. Sir, as I'm responding, and I'm not skirting any issue, the question which is coming in the mind of Honorable MP Minister is the way in which questions are being asked on this. He's right. Makes us feel that they probably are against this tax benefit which are being given to the middle class.